In Waukee, Iowa, the Warriors of Waukee High School are looking to improve on last year's season. With no returning state qualifiers, the team is looking to a strong senior class for leadership. They know that they face a tough road ahead as an up-and-coming program.
Our district tournament, district pairings came out last week. We've got some challenges, boys, okay? We've got 6 state finalists, 5 state champs, 1 runner-up in our district at various weights from different schools. We've got about 12 place winners back, all fighting for 28 spots in the state tournament, okay? And so that puts us in a position where we've got a lot of work to do, okay? Nobody wants to stay home. Everybody wants to have that opportunity.
One of the key leaders for the Warriors is senior Chris Hollonen. For Chris, this season is his chance at redemption because his past 3 seasons have all ended in disappointment at districts.
Sometimes I don't get the big wins. I kind of wish I could go back in time and fix some stuff, kind of be more mentally tough at times, especially my freshman and sophomore year. My freshman year, I made it to the district finals, and the top 2 at districts go, and I lost that, and it's a match I should have won. I've beaten the kid before. So I lost that match, and I had to wrestle for a true second against a kid who was in 3rd, and I ended up losing that. My sophomore year, same scenario, I made it to the finals, and I lost. About 2 days before that happened, before districts, I was wrestling with a coach, and he caught me with an elbow and cut my eye open. So I had to wrestle with the face mask on and had stitches, so I was kind of concerned about that too. But lost in the finals, went back to my wrestle back to get second, and I lost to a kid that I beat at conference. Junior year, last year, me and a kid both shot at the same time and hit heads. So I got a concussion, and all the matches since then I was kind of reluctant to take my shots, which is my main tool for scoring, and that kind of hurt me a lot. And didn't qualify for state all 3 times when I should have.
Chris Hollonen now faces the pressure of trying to avenge his past 3 district losses while battling a major injury.
I was at an off-season practice on Sunday a couple weeks ago, and we were going live goes, just live wrestling, and it was kind of just a fluke deal. I was standing up, I was in no bad position at all, and my knee just kind of got tweaked, and I thought it was just a strained hamstring. That's what our team trainer said, but when it got an MRI, and they said it was a torn ACL. That same night, my coach called me. He was like, "How are you handling this?" I was like, "You know, I don't know. I'll find a way to wrestle, because I'm not going to let an injury keep me out of my senior season." It's all right, Joey. You're fine. All right, go and do it on Jason. I didn't ever have it in my mind that I wasn't going to wrestle, so it wasn't a super big shock to me, because I knew I was going to kind of push through it and still wrestle my season.
Along with Chris's drive, Waukee head wrestling coach Chad Volmecki's faith in him is helping the team find light in a dark situation.
Chris is like a walking lesson in dealing with adversity. You know, he gets the worst news ever at the worst time ever. You hear the phrase torn ACL, it's like the end. You know, it's over. But you know, Chris, without question, said, "Well, I'm wrestling." You know, even before he talked to the doctor, and I know Chris well enough to know he wasn't blowing smoke. That was his intent all along. He's always going to be there as an example. You know, I can look at a kid who's got a sore knee or a sore shoulder, or is just tired. You know, I'm going to have Chris right there to say, "How can you sit out? How can you be selfish when we got a kid over here who is as selfless as they come?" He's going to provide that example. So that's where the kids are going to benefit. They're going to be able to look at him and say, if he can do it, so can I. It's like every year he's dealt with something, so he's hungry. He wants it bad. He's just got this desire to prove himself and achieve the things that he's always known he was capable of.
Chris seems to embody the warrior spirit. Because of his injury, he is forced to change his wrestling style.
I'm going to have to stay off my leg a little more, like all the running and stuff is going to be a little bit harder. My shots are going to be harder to do, so I'm going to have to do more tying up and stuff. So I'm just going to have to change up my wrestling style a little bit. I have a lot of unaccomplished business I have to take care of. I need to get down to the state tournament, need to get on that podium is my big reason. And I'm looking to get the most wins in Waukee history this year with 116. So I need to come back and get 37 wins this year. So that was kind of important to me. I want to kind of leave my legacy at this school.
The Waukee Warriors must build on continued improvements to meet their goals. This year's district drawing will force them to perform at a high level despite the adversity they may face.
And I think Chris has the ability and the potential to be a state place winner this year, even with the injury. I think as far as our team goes, you know, the last few years, in my first 5 years as head coach, we've progressed consistently in dual meet wins and in performances and the amount of wins we have as a team. And I think we'll continue with that progression. A lot of it comes down to the district you draw. And our district has 6 state finalists from last year and about 12 place winners and all those guys in our district. So, you know, we've got our challenges. But I believe we can absolutely have multiple state qualifiers, have a winning dual meet season, and have a lot to be proud of at the end.